guys, welcome to another episode of Podcast. Excited to be here with Moises.
Hello, everyone. I apologize for my awkward positioning. We just had to take drastic measures because we have a very special guest today, and my mics didn't want to cooperate with me.
Our first guest of 2020.
Our good friend, Fanny.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Excited to be here.
Are you really?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
A little, but
Why?
no. It's more excited, you know, it's
Because
something
millions
new.
of people are watching.
Yeah. Because it's something new that I haven't done, so it's like, you know, gives you those butterflies in your stomach.
There you go.
Yeah, I have butterflies too.
Why? Why do you have butterflies?
Might be
Because
gas.
I'm here?
Just kidding.
Well, that's a joke that I would make.
Yeah.
Not that she would
We're
make.
switching roles today.
What's going on?
I don't know.
It's me. Aye.
It's her. She did this.
She just came in the room and you became me.
Yeah.
You became a jokester.
Yeah.
Might be gas.
I
That's
don't
how we're
know.
going to start this episode.
We're going to talk about gas today. Just
No.
kidding.
That was not gas.
Somebody's overexcited.
That was not gas. That was a chair.
They told me it was broken and I didn't listen.
Yeah. I let her know.
So if you're a guest, you're going to sit in a broken chair. This is a great start to the podcast. Talk about gas. There's broken chairs because of gas.
But that's not what we're going to talk about today. Sorry.
Just fair warning, there might be like 10 5-minute laughing fits in this episode.
No,
Oh,
there's
definitely.
not.
with the two of us, definitely.
Lord Almighty. Okay, so welcome, Fanny.
Hi, again.
Sorry about that. Welcome to the podcast. Tell us about yourself. Tell
Well,
the people.
Tell all the viewers and listeners.
Well, my name is Stephanie, but I go by Fanny. I'm 27 years old and I'm currently a student at Pima. I'm going for sonography. That's pretty much how excited my life gets right now, honestly. I'm doing good in school. I have 4 more semesters and I'll graduate. So you guys better go to my graduation.
Well, better send us an invitation first.
Of course.
We'll record a podcast there.
Yeah, with all the music and everything. But yeah, that's me. I don't have kids. Single.
This is not eHarmony. This is
I know.
Fireland Podcast.
You're so mean.
It's
You
just-
don't know that. Somebody might be like, hey, like,
I know that girl.
what's that girl? You know that girl.
Not looking though. So
No,
Sass.
never mind.
Sass.
I take back what I said, guys.
What about the
Sorry.
gas?
maybe show me your bank account and we'll talk.
Show me your bank account. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Well, anyway, we have some history with Stephanie. I've known you personally since my senior year in high school.
Yeah, I believe so.
And I met you through your sister, Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought you were younger.
Yeah,
I
everybody.
thought you were her
always
younger
says.
sister. And then how do you meet her?
'Cause of
Through you.
How?
I don't know.
Explain your
At a
story.
party?
You want me to say that? 'Cause I was in between all that. I mean, not in between all that, but
Whoa.
like,
Hey, whoa.
Hey.
Yo.
I
whoa.
mean, I knew the whole story. I remember when Moises first met you in class. You guys were going to EPCC, and we came in. We used to be really cool. We used to like text all the time, and
Why'd you stop?
So I met you.
yeah. But now she's one of my
He
good
doesn't
friends
even
too.
text me either, so it's okay.
I don't text anyone
Yeah.
except you.
No, not even me. Unless he needs something.
I have proof. Unless I need to. What do you mean?
I'm hungry. Then I have to come bring him some food.
I didn't even tell you that I'm hungry.
Shh, let her talk.
Well, I remember
I'm
Moi was
hungry.
like, I really like this girl. She's really pretty. I don't know how to talk to her. And I was like, just talk to her, you know? Like, I mean, it's easy for a girl, you know? A girl never has to go to the guy. But yeah, then, like, I think, like, a week later, he told me, he's like, yeah, like we talked and I got her number. I was really nervous. Like, I don't really remember like exactly the story or something like that, but it was like around those lines.
I made it so easy for him. I gave him my number.
He was,
I was like, here you go.
You did not make it
it was
easy.
something like a project or like
Yeah.
Yeah,
something
his
like that.
pancake thing. I don't know if you remember that picture. He was like, vote for my pancakes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know. They're not that good.
So here you go, guys. Pancakes connected us.
Yeah.
So we owe our marriage to pancakes.
But then I met her when you took me to a party, right? To her
Yes.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of many.
One of
One of
many.
many.
Yeah.
And which is weird because Brenda knows we have like a mutual friend in common.
Who?
Sweet Show.
Ah. Yeah. Just kidding, Sweet
Oh,
Show.
or her. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about her in this podcast. Just kidding.
She's allowed one mention for 2 minutes every year.
Every year,
So
that's
that's
it.
it. You're
That's
good for
it.
this year.
That doesn't
Girl,
count.
you're done for 2020.
But yeah, and then we became really close friends.
Well, yeah, because
Cause what?
You?
of me.
Oh. No, cause of us. I didn't become close friends with all of your friends.
Yeah, she didn't like my friends. My guy friends.
They were weird.
Sorry, guys.
You guys were weird
The
back
truth
in the
is
day.
coming out. The truth is coming out, guys.
I mean, I think I've said it before.
Not in front of everyone.
Oh.
Only to me.
But I'm not the reason he doesn't talk to you guys anymore, okay? That's all him.
You are the reason why I don't talk to them.
But they have their own lives too, so it's
Yeah,
not like if
everyone made their own life.
they come
Yeah.
and talk to you either.
You know what? I like this positioning. It's awkward for the camera, but I like it because you're in front of me.
I know, like, I just feel I'm like right here. And I'm like,
You guys should see how he's looking at her though. Like, it's like they're both in love. Like, it makes me want to find love, but no.
I feel like we're making you feel like a third wheel.
Nah, we've been friends so long that you guys have always been like so lovey-dovey.
Yeah. We're that corny couple.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah.
So, you wanted to talk about family, right? Family and friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
What specifically about family and friends?
I don't know. Just like I've seen a lot of people not be close with their like family or friends, you know.
Okay.
But I think that's really important, you know, to have close people around you that love you and support you and are there unconditionally. And people tend to push people away, you know. But I mean, I'd like to talk about family because even though I don't have a big family, I have the right family, you know. So I'm really, especially right now that I'm going to school, I'm really, how do you say it? Oh, I forgot the word. Grateful for my parents, you know. Like, I stopped working so I could focus on school. I only work Saturdays, but that's not nearly enough to like pay for the stuff that I was paying for. So right now my parents are like the ones that are paying for everything. So I'm like extremely grateful for them, and because of that, like their support and both my sibling support, I've like gotten A's and B's in my classes, you know. So I'm doing good, and I don't know, I think family is really important, and it's not necessarily blood family, you know, but anybody that you consider family, you know. Because I have a lot of friends that I consider family. Like, I consider you guys family, you know. Not just good friends, we're family.
This is awkward.
Wow, so I see how you feel now, Moy.
Well, where do we go from here?
You're so mean.
We're kidding.
A good thing you're used to like his jokes and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
because
His
some people would
sarcasm.
be like, that's messed up.
But I'm messed up like that too, you know.
Yeah.
So.
It's a mutual messing up.
Like, that's what I never understand with him. Like, he's like that with all of his friends, and I'm like, that's messed up. Like, stop being so mean.
But then he's a guy too, and guys tend to be like that.
Messed up.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of guy friends, and they're like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
But they gave me a tough skin. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's like there's nothing nobody could say that will hurt my feelings.
Yeah. Did it, like, you became less sensitive?
Yeah, oh yeah. In a way, because I'm still.
You're not
really
a
Yeah,
snowflake.
because you're still a girl, but...
Yeah.
You're not a snowflake.
Not anymore.
There you go.
But, like you were
That's
saying...
one of our future topics, by the way.
Snowflake?
Don't be a snowflake.
I was like,
what? We're talking about Frozen?
I know that movie.
That's a perfect example, babe. We'll save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Because
I have
Frozen,
no
Let
idea
It
what
Go.
you're talking about.
Frozen, Let It Go. Snowflakes are considered sensitive people, but they need to learn to let it go.
Good.
Yeah, he'll edit that part.
What do you mean? Why would I edit that part?
Because you're talking about other stuff. I mean...
I'm throwing little, like, ¿ya ves? Me está haciendo que le pegue. I'm throwing little clues of what our next episodes are going to be.
Okay. But we're talking about family. So, I was going to say that, like what you're saying about how you have a small family, but you guys are really close. Like, knowing you, I've seen that a lot from you guys. I've seen you guys fight, but not really. And it's like, it's cool because, like, you guys fight, but you really don't.
We express our feelings in a
Yeah.
really angry way.
Yeah, but you guys don't, like...
Yes.
I love you too.
But you guys don't get... I don't know how to explain it. Like, you guys don't
We
get
don't hold,
butt
yeah, we don't hold
hurt.
grudges.
Can I say butt hurt? There we go.
Yeah, you can say butthurt.
Okay, you don't get butt hurt. Like, if you say... Because I've been
You're
there.
still family in the end.
Yeah. And you get over things, like, quick.
Sometimes. With Jenny, I mean... Jenny's my sister, by the way. She's my younger sister.
Shout out to Jenny.
Shout out.
She about to spill some soup.
Give us a soup.
Well, we fight a lot. Like, till this day, we fight. Like, we're sisters, you know? We tend to fight, and we fight over, like, the dumbest things. Like, I think the dumbest thing we fought about is that...
Your eyelashes.
I mean, it had to do with makeup, yeah, because I don't
Knew
remember,
it.
I don't
I
remember
knew
if
it.
she took something from me and I couldn't find it, or the other way around, and like we both got mad at each other. We've come close to like fist fighting, but my parents always stop us, and I'm like, just let us like
Brawl it out.
yeah, like, but she says no because she's scared of me.
Jenny or?
Yeah, she says that.
Ooh.
Babe.
She does.
What? I'm being an instigator.
Yeah.
She does say that she thinks that I would win in a fight, but I've never been in a fight, nor her, so I don't know where she gets that from.
I guess because you're her older sister. You get some sense of respect.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Hmm.
But it's the
How's
same.
that cute?
That she respects her.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, babe.
Kinda. Jenny's just mean, but she's nice. I don't know if that makes sense. She has a really strong attitude, and so do I, and that's why we clash a lot.
Yeah.
But we don't know when to shut up, both of us, so it could go forever. But no, yeah, we usually that day we walk into each other's room like nothing happened. It's my best friend. That's for sure my best friend. Well, no, like my mom.
Your mom's your best friend?
Yeah.
Don't cry.
Shut up.
We didn't
Shout out to Mom.
bring Kleenex. Yeah, your mom's pretty cool.
Yeah. I can't say that about my dad because my dad scares me.
Yeah, he's
Why?
a man.
Because he's,
When,
you know, he's a straight out Mexican, like when you seen it, barba and everything, you know, like he started.
Bigote, he's Pablo Escobar.
Oh yeah, bigote no barba.
Why are you calling her dad a narco?
No, he does look like one though. He does look like one.
Does he have a watch? Like a nice watch?
My dad, no, he's not into
What
jewelry.
about like a chain?
No, the only thing that he
Bracelet.
wears, if anything, is his wedding ring. But other than that, no.
He's a low-key narco.
He's a humble narco.
There you go.
Maybe, I don't know.
Just kidding. He's not a narco. Don't show up to her house.
I know.
The tractor. The DEA comes in and busts through her door.
You owe me a new house for that now.
Nah, she signed an agreement that we're not liable for anything.
No, the DEA.
Oh, okay,
They
okay,
break
okay.
into my house and they don't find anything.
Okay.
Help.
You can sue him for pain and suffering.
Yeah.
And then split it 50-50 with us.
Yeah.
Because we participated in her getting that money.
Right. Hi, babe. Sometimes I wonder.
What? Why you married me or?
No.
Or what do you wonder?
Never.
What kind of
Anyways.
what kind of spices the Lord put in my mix or what?
Spice. Sassy's one of them for sure.
There you go. Too much sass. You haven't seen those memes?
No.
They're hilarious. Those are the Powerpuff Girls memes.
You look at memes too much. And I don't see them all.
I show them to them all the time.
Most of the time I don't pay attention.
Just send them to her through text and then.
I
We
do
do
sometimes.
sometimes. I send them some too.
Some that it's either about relationships, about kids, yeah, about anything. About us.
If we want to make a statement to each other.
That what?
If we want to make a statement to each other.
Oh, that's
We
how you
send-
memes.
yeah.
Memes are the way. Memes are the way, honestly.
Like
But family. Why do we keep talking about other stuff?
Because of me.
Yeah.
We're talking about friends too, and this is our interaction between friends.
Yeah.
This is like really weird.
Why?
Like, I don't know.
It's
Okay, in the
really
middle.
cute the way Moy is looking at her though.
Can you tell I'm blushing?
Yes.
Why are you blushing?
Okay, because you're just looking at me.
What's the best thing you like about her?
About my
Like,
wife?
Yeah. Like
Her
since
eyes.
you're looking at that's where I keep seeing.
Her eyes
Just kidding.
are the windows to the... Yeah, I told you, like, since the first day I met you, your eyes.
I know.
Even to this day, sometimes I look at them and I'm like, dang,
Damn.
those are beautiful eyes.
One of these days I'm gonna get contacts, like
Oof.
black contacts.
Black.
Put them on. I'll be like,
Let's see if he notices.
let's see if he likes these eyes. Just kidding,
That's how you
babe.
get punched in the throat, babe.
Aye.
Get away from me.
Does Emma have
You're not my wife.
light eyes, like light colored eyes?
No, huh? They're like mine.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit lighter, though. But yeah, she has my eyes. She has big eyes, though. Like,
Yeah, she does.
like
Like
huge
big
eyes.
But she looks. What? I wouldn't really necessarily say that she looks like you, cause I don't know. She looks more like your sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like.
That's why I always told her that she like I could not stand her when I was
Yeah.
pregnant
You're
with
so
Emma.
mean.
No, that's what they say. Like the person that you fight with the most, or like that you can't be around with, so that's how the baby's gonna look.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
and it was true. Like
We put, well, I don't know what you put in her. A filter that make her look like an old lady.
oh yeah, and she
She
looked
look
like your
exactly,
mom.
no, like my grandma.
Oh, like your grandma.
Exactly like my grandma. Like, dang,
Yeah.
she is my daughter.
She. Por si las dudas.
Sí, las dudas. I mean, he's still like, is she my daughter?
I know she is,
Mm-hmm.
but I just get confirmation of it.
Like,
But back to funny, babe.
Like, well, she asked us a question and then we deviated into that.
You just like talking about yourself too much.
What do you mean?
that's
Like,
fine,
oh
right?
yeah.
Talk about you and our kids and myself.
Myself. That's included.
It's a given.
And your brother? How's your brother?
Dude, he's good. He's getting big. I feel like every time I see him, he gets taller.
Really?
Yes, he's just big. Huerillo.
Huerillo.
Yeah.
He's not dark anymore?
Only he's like sunburned, you know, but he's still like huerillo. He has this like mustache. So
I used to call him Gandalf.
Not his mustache. What are you always
Beard?
confused? His beard, yeah.
His neck beard.
It's like güerito, you know. It trips me out all the time.
Yeah.
Because his hair's black.
Mhm.
I'm like, dude, like, what's wrong with you? You know, like, where are you getting this blonde from? Like, my
What's
dad's
wrong
like,
with you?
my dad's super dark, you know. My mom's like, well, we're German, so I guess from that part he gets it, but it's weird. But he opened a business, and he's thinking of opening up a second one.
Do a plug.
Huh?
Do a plug
A plug?
of his business.
What do you mean?
Like, what's the name of his business?
Oh, Chuco Pit Barbecue.
And is it
Oh,
good?
dude, it's delicious.
Too bad I can't eat it right now.
He takes his time cooking it, like in the smoker. Like he'll wake up like at 6 a.m, put it in, you know, so it could like, cause the brisket takes the longest. It takes 12
Yeah.
hours, so it can be done by 6, you know. So when the people come up, it's like already nice and warm, and he cuts it for you and everything. Yeah, I mean we help him too, you know. So I'm like, hey, where's my cut? You know,
Where's my cut?
Right? I mean, you're not working, so.
I know. I'm like, I need something more. But he's actually thinking of expanding his menu. And there's like a pasta that I do. Like it's a buffalo chicken pasta, and it's like amazing. And
Hey,
he's
I
like,
thought I invented that. Go ahead. We'll get back to that.
We won't get back to it.
well, I make it, and I don't know. They like the way I do it. You know, I'm like, dude, there's no measuring cups. I just pour stuff in. I taste it, and if it tastes good, then we're good. You know. So he's thinking of putting that on one of his sites, and I'm like, okay, but that for sure you're gonna have to give me a cut, like.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Duh. Come on.
But whenever you guys want, you can't eat that while you're pregnant.
Because I have gallstones, I
gallstones.
can't eat it. Yeah, update, guys. I have gallstones. I didn't tell you.
And a baby.
If you didn't listen to the other podcast.
And this one too, because
Yeah, you guys have
We
to go
just
in
told
order.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys have to listen in order.
Right? Like, you can't be skipping around
Like,
like a girl.
what? What?
Nothing. So, I was gonna ask you, what was I gonna ask you?
A question.
Like, your parents, I mean, obviously, like, they're super supportive and stuff with you guys. Do they ever, like, feel, because it's, all three of you are with them.
Mm-hmm.
You guys live with them. Do they ever, like, tell you guys, like, when are you gonna move out? Or, like...
No, actually, my mom tells us, like, when are we gonna get pregnant, you know? But she's like, I just want a baby. But she's like, even though it sounds bad, and I know she's kidding, she's like, but, like, get pregnant with the guy that is not gonna want anything with the baby, so you can stay with the baby, and we can help you, and the baby can stay here at the house, you know? She just misses, like, she needs a little
Having
baby.
a little kid.
Yeah, but no, since Jenny became a nurse, she's been saving money for her down payment for her house, and she finally saved up enough, so she's been looking into like realtors and like you know, all that. And well, she talks to my parents about that, and my mom starts crying. She's like, no, don't leave, you know. But no, like, they've never told us, like...
And since your dad is, like, tougher, does he, like, is he okay with it? Is he, like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's like... And he tells us, he's like, why you want to move? Like, we pay everything here, you know? Like, you have it good here. Why would you want to move and you be struggling, you know? I'm like, well, yeah, that's right. And I'm like, I don't mind living with my parents. I'm 27. I live with my parents. I don't mind at all. Like, I live a great life, you know? Like, why would I want to move out, you know? Because I'm used to being in a house full of people, and I know if I move out, like, I'm gonna be, like, I'm for sure gonna be depressed, you know, like, no, but I'm planning on staying there until a man gets me out, like, until he, like, gets down on his, well, first, I ask my dad for permission, and then gets down on his knee and proposes to me, then I'll leave, but I'm staying there, I'm taking care of my parents, it's my turn.
Sass.
Especially right now, because my mom, she just got surgery, so she can't do much. Like, she could do everything, but she's not supposed to. So we've been helping a lot at the house. We're really scared.
Yeah.
It's like being a woman, guys. It does. I don't want to go into the details because it's not anything personal, you know, but I don't know if you guys...
Your mom's like, funny shot.
No. I don't know if you guys want to hear that because it's what women suffer through, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Especially if you have cramps, take care of yourselves. That's where my mom started.
Well, good thing you have a great family.
Oh, I know.
A supportive family.
I know.
Well, why are you looking at me now?
No, I thought you were gonna say something else. So, like the other day, we were
discussing amongst ourselves.
No, like he showed me a video about. I don't know if you've seen it about Gary Vee.
Hold on before we get to that point.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
She has to tell us her story.
Oh, okay.
And us our story, so we can meet in the middle.
Oh, okay. Sure.
What?
But our family, but how supportive they've been and stuff like that. So I'll start with yours.
Okay, like.
Ladies first.
Like my parents and stuff.
Yeah. Like what they taught you, how they, basically like how they support you.
I love my parents. I think.
Notice how she said, "I love my parents."
No, I do. I think like we each have our own views of family in different senses because of how we grow up.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So like you guys have always been together and close, and like with my family, I mean, my oldest brothers, like they left the house when they were teenagers. And then my parents, they divorced, so we weren't like close all the time. So I became very, I want to say independent at an early age, but I do know that like my parents would support me in a way that wasn't healthy for me. To my view, like in my opinion, like even though I loved it, like I want to say like I was getting spoiled, it didn't help me become like better independent, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For example, like I moved out when I was 18. I got my own apartment because I didn't like want people to be telling me what to do, right? Because I thought I was already like grown up. But at the same time, like yeah, like I was working, but I would still need my dad's help. Like I didn't have a car. I had my own apartment, but I didn't have a car. Like sometimes I didn't have to buy groceries. So my dad would come over and he would take me to the grocery store and he would like buy them for me.
And this was before you had Abel?
Yeah, I had Abel at 21. So I was 18. That's when I moved out. And like it felt good that he did that. But then as I got older and I had my own kids, I realized that if he had like let me struggle, it would have made me better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I would have like been a stronger woman. Not that I'm not, but you know, like Moises tells me all the time that I'm such a mama bear with Abel, and I see it. And I don't like to admit it, but
what?
But like it's that instinct in me, and sometimes like I have to stop myself and be like, okay, like I can't do this to him because it's not gonna allow him to be a grown-up. So I think like that was something that I realized as I got older, that like both of my parents, because even my mom too, like she's more of like doing stuff for me. Like when I lived with her, like she would do my laundry and stuff.
Yeah, when she comes here.
You know, like yeah, like I had to stop her.
Yeah, when she comes here and babysits the kids, she like cleans the whole house, does laundry, washes the sheets.
And I love it. Like I think it's great that she does it, but I tell her, like, you don't have to do it. Like, don't do it. You don't need to.
Yeah. But I think as parents, I mean, I'm sure when you guys are older and you go to your kid's house, you're gonna want to like help some way, you know?
No, I'm gonna be like, hey, Bo.
You have some trash over there. Aye.
Like, hey. Like how they do with us. But that's what I'm saying. Like, trash. as a parent, like, you want to feel needed.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's how they felt. And in a way, like, maybe kind of like control my life a little bit. You know what I mean? Because that's what I do with Abel. That's why I started understanding, like, oh, like, that's why my parents did this and this and that, because they were trying to control me a little bit. And I do that with him. Obviously, he's younger. He's not going to move out. I would never let that happen, but...
Yet. Got 8 years
At 18,
to go.
I'm like, no.
He has 8 years to go. Well, this is now what you have learned.
Yeah.
From being with me.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's me. What about you?
Well, yeah, I mean, you already know that my family is very supportive of everything I do. Well, yeah, everything.
And if I felt I was spoiled, let's not talk about him.
What? Yeah, I was spoiled.
Yeah.
Why do you say yeah?
See,
why do you agree?
It's in a good way. Yeah, at least I don't see it in a bad way. Because that's how my family is too.
Okay, and then?
I mean, I was spoiled, but I also feel like I'm not the white. No, that didn't. I mean, I don't know how to explain it.
The black sheep.
No, not the black sheep. Mm-hmm. Not the white sheep either. I'm not the saint of the family. But I guess I'm the one that was able to have a vision of how I wanted my life to play out from a very young age, based on how I was raised. Like, without a dad, only mom, my sister raising me, my brother. I guess that formed me into what I wanted to be as a father, what I wanted to do in life, and be successful at it too. And luckily, my family did support me up until this day. They've been very supportive. I mean, we had a car, but due to an accident 3 years ago? 3 years ago already? No, 2 years ago.
3.
Oh, it was 3 years ago, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We lost the car, but they were able to let us borrow a spare car they had. So,
we've been borrowing that car for 3 years.
So we do owe them a lot. But now us as parents, we've come to realize that for our kids, we have to raise them different from what our parents taught us. Like what I meant, like I mentioned right now about Abel leaving at 18. He doesn't have to leave, but if he does continue to live with us, then he now has to contribute. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We want to teach him to be independent. We always tell him when we have talks that, like, hey, mommy and dad are not going to be there forever. If you get in trouble, it's up to you. You got yourself into it. You can get yourself out. Just because of how we want to make sure that he's fully independent from us, that he's able to create a life of his own. He's able to make rational decisions on his own and not have to call mommy and daddy every single time. Because I just feel like, especially kids now his age and younger, mm-hmm. now they're becoming very dependent. Like I was always, I guess because my mom never went to school, and because I never got in trouble in the first place, sometimes not really. So the school never called her, but when I worried about it, she didn't really do anything about it. So she wasn't like a mom that would be like, that would see me as a saint. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like that meme of Karen asking for a manager. Like basically every woman that asks for a manager, her name is Karen, and she has like a
Oh yeah,
those
that
cuts.
haircut.
Yeah, and is a mom.
Okay. I haven't
Fuck your
seen it.
mom.
So my mom wasn't a Karen. She taught me that if I wanted to do anything, I had to work hard. She taught me that if I ever had kids, like, hey, te vas a tener que poner las pilas. So she was able to teach me some good work habits, work ethic. And I guess because she wasn't always there to save me, that taught me to not always be there to save my kids.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it hurts as a parent to see your kids cry and suffer and everything. But we also know that in the end, they're going to be stronger because of it. It's not going to kill them, of course. We wouldn't let that happen to them. So we know that because it doesn't kill them, it's going to make them stronger. Like that saying, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And we believe that will happen to our kids because they do have to experience life. What we've seen with our like us being parents personally with our children is that they think a very small thing is like tragic event and it's life changing and the world is ending, the life is over, nothing can get better than this, and we don't want them to have that mindset growing up. Like, dude, you're 10 years old and you're thinking that your Jordan's being dirty is the end of the world. Not saying that was able, but just saying that like now society, how kids are being brought up, very sensitive, very needy, very not able to stand up for themselves, I guess.
Yeah.
And not have a backbone, basically. I want to make sure that our kids do have a backbone.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, your kids your friends can make fun of you, but it's up to you if you're gonna let that affect you.
Like what you said, with your friends being the way they were, it helped you get a like tougher skin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how we want them to be. Like tough. Not that like you said I don't look pretty today, like, oh, I'm gonna cry.
It's especially in like nowadays, like life seems harder than when we were kids, you know? Like, I mean, the generations do change, but like people really are like soft, you know? It's like
Snowflakes.
why? Yeah, like why, you know? Like you're a man, grow up, you know? It's life. It happens to everybody. Like life is so unfair that it makes it fair, you know? It's like, we all go through stuff, you know? Like
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why our our views when they what do you call it? They diagnose a kid with depression. Like, what does that kid have to be sad about? Especially like I mean kids who have a roof over their head. They have everything they need to keep living, but they want to end their life because they have friends at school that are bullies to them. Like I don't think the answer to solving that issue is to diagnose them with depression and give them medication. It's like, no, like teach them, because that's gonna happen whether they're 5 years old, 10 years old, even 60 years old. People are gonna make fun of them all the time.
Yeah. People judge a lot.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. Nobody's perfect, you know? Like,
Yeah.
And it makes me mad that people like to put other people down. Like, how does that even make you feel better? How does that make you a better person, you know? I don't know. I'm mad at the world. I'm just kidding.
Mad at you, YouTube. But yeah, I guess that kind of deals with our previous topic, but positive messages.
Yeah.
Positive vibes only. Good vibes only. Yeah, because, I mean, there's a lot of ugly in the world. You have to see the beautiful in it.
Oh, yeah. But that beautiful depends on you, too. It's all mentality, guys. It really is all mentality. How
Where's the
you
mic?
see yourself.
Where's the mic? I'm not gonna throw that.
You asked for the mic.
The prop mic.
Oh yeah, you guys are saying that, so you should have brought it in.
We don't have it.
She wanted to bring like an Xbox mic. Like, we're not gonna throw a mic over there. I meant like a prop mic, like a cushiony one.
Yeah.
A foam mic.
Yeah, like a phone mic.
When we find one, I'll get it for you. For Valentine's. Like, happy
No.
Valentine's Day, babe. Here's
That's
a
why I
mic.
should have ordered from Amazon with the extra $20.
Oh my gosh.
What did you end up ordering?
More podcast stuff?
This is my baby.
Anyway.
Nice.
But yeah, so now you know kind of where we got our mentality, and now we know how you view your parents as well. The video that we saw is, you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is? Vaynerchuk?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah. He's big on Instagram, TikTok, and all that stuff. He's a very outspoken entrepreneur.
Very outspoken.
But he made this video saying that if you depend on your parents' income and you're 25 years and older, then you're losing out on life. Because in a way, your parents are still willing to do it, support you financially and all that stuff, to control. So you're missing on the freedom that you have without your parents. And we kind of agreed to it, but also we also see the benefit of like being supported by your parents financially and stuff like that. I guess we're kind of in the middle of it, but I don't know, what do you want to say about that video? Because you saw it too.
I mean, I don't think, have you seen it?
No, but I mean, I could tell you my opinion right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's your opinion?
in a way, I see it that, yeah, maybe the parents are doing that to like control the kid, but I don't know, maybe I see it in my point of view, and like my parents helped me with everything. Like if I want to go out on the weekend, you know, like we're going actually on March, we're going to Ultra, and well, I mean, I don't work, you know, so the little money that I do get, I usually just put it aside just in case. But like my parents are paying for that trip, you know, like they pay for me to go to Cancun, you know, like, so I don't necessarily think that's true. It might be true, but I think it just depends on the parents, you know, and because some parents are really controlling, you know,
Yeah.
and some parents are like, no, I don't want my kids here anymore, you know, like.
That's me. At 18, pay rent or move out.
Yeah, but I don't feel like my parents have ever held me back. If anything, they push me, you know, to be the person that they know I could be, you know, they just wanted me to be successful in life. Successful, sorry, I said that wrong.
Success.
So that's why I've never stopped school, you know. They want us to have something that we can fall on, because they always say that we're not always going to be here. Like, don't depend on us, but depend on us. Well, we're here because we will help you, you know. But I know they've never held me back, you know, like. And right now, school, like, even though it shouldn't be my motivation, but it is, like, they're the reason that I keep going to school. They're the reason that I want to get straight A's, that I am going to get straight A's, that I am going to graduate in courts. Because I know they're proud of me, but I know that will give them like a be extra proud, you know? Especially because, I mean, I know I messed up a lot in school, you know, and I'm grateful that my opportunities never closed, that my parents made some good friends, you know, so, and I don't want to say I got in the program because of that, you know, because I had to still take some tests and I had to do the interview and everything, so I did that, you know, but, I mean, staying in the program, that's all me, you know, nobody else, and they helped me, you know, like, it annoys me sometimes because every time that I get home from school, like, oh, how was it? What did you learn? You know, and I'm like, I'm overwhelmed, you know, because it's a lot of information. But I'm like, oh, no, like, it went good. I'm like, but I'm just not, like, open when it comes to that, you know. I don't tell them till like the end of the semester. I'm like, oh yeah, look at my grades, you know. But I don't tell them before that, especially not this semester. Like, this semester I'm not doing as great as I was last semester, but physics is hard. And then it's not just regular physics, it's ultrasound physics. Oh my god, like I'm stressing. But I mean, to get back to the video, I mean, I don't know. I always say it depends on the person, how they take it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. With depending on the person, because not everyone is in the same walk of life. So, like us personally, we were put here with a purpose. Maybe our trajectory is tougher than other people's. Yeah. What do you think about the video?
What do I think? Just like you said, like I agree, but then I know that when we needed it the most, like your mom's help.
We're gonna cry.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm pregnant, okay? I can cry. Because I do cry for like the dumbest, like off topic. Like sometimes I'm like, I want to cry. Like, why? I'm like, I don't know.
What was it, 2 days ago? 2 days ago, she like asked me to sit next to her and she started like bawling.
Because you said no? Because you actually
No, because I went. And I don't know. I just sat next to her and she started
And then he was like, Mom, why are you crying? I'm like, I don't know. I'm fine. Leave me alone.
I just love your dad so much.
Are you about to cry again?
No, I'm laughing. Stop. Anyways, so what I was saying about the video, like, I know that when we needed your mom's help, she was there. She didn't. I mean, in a good way, she was like, yeah, you can stay here, and like we, I think like maybe a month or two, we helped her with like the bills and stuff, but.
Yeah, because when she was pregnant with her daughter Emma, we were planning on moving out already, but we were not able to find a good home. So we were like, okay, well let's move into my mom's for.
Well, and it was more because it was a high risk pregnancy, so he's like very protective over me. Like he's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing so much? And
Nunca se casó.
so at that time, like we're like yeah, like if we're with her, like it won't be all on me. You know what I mean? Like do everything all on me. So we're like, I think it's best for us to move with her. Meanwhile, we find somewhere to live.
Yeah, and at that point in our life, that's where we're in the middle of it. That we do agree, but also like we want for us personally, our kids to be more independent. Because at that point in our life, since it was a high risk pregnancy, she skipped a lot of days because she didn't feel good, and I wasn't working a full-time job. So in the middle of us wanting to move into renting a home, we didn't find one. So we were like, okay, well let's move with my mom for a bit, and then when do we plan to move on? Initially, by the end of the year, no? Or like as soon as possible.
Yeah, like we were just the whole time we were looking for somewhere to live.
Yeah.
Like we're like, when it comes, they'll get here and then we can move out.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we were because she was working, we were supporting that. Well, not supporting, but helping with rent and bills and everything. But then she stopped working, and I didn't work a full-time job, and it was a minimum wage part-time job in the first place. So we did fall on hard times on our end, but we stopped paying rent, basically.
Anything.
But she didn't say anything, and so we were very grateful, and we do feel like we owe her a lot. So that's why we want to pay her with interest, not money-wise, but with whatever she needs, like make her dreams come true. But in that point in her life, because that at the same time we had the accident, so on top of not paying rent,
you didn't have a car.
We didn't have a car. She was able to provide that for us. So that's why we agree in the middle. That's why we're right in the middle. We're like, yeah, it's good to have support parents, but we also see to the point that they might be controlling, because I also feel like sometimes I can't say no because, oh well, you did this for me. You know what I mean? Instead I have the liberty to say no. Do you feel like that sometimes?
Yeah, I do. You know,
like you want to say no, but
I feel bad. You know, like they sacrificed a lot. You know, and like it makes me sad because they don't have any like big dreams. You know, like, or they never actually talked about like what their dreams were when they were younger. So like hearing them now, like I asked my parents like what will make you happy, you know, like because my dad works a lot, you know, and I see how tired he is, and then I'm like that's what motivates me, because I want my parents to retire, you know, but then they're like, what are we gonna do, you know, like we're just gonna be here at home. Like my parents don't like to travel, you know, like I don't know what more.
That's why they want you to have babies.
Yeah, I guess so. Actually, my dad, no.
Oh, no?
My dad's like, no.
¿No quiere ser abuelo?
I mean, he's already a grandpa, but I mean, my niece and my nephew, they're 10 and 11, so they're big now, you know? But I'm like, no, I don't. I'm like, my mom's still in school. And first of all, I need a man to do a kid, you know? It's not a one-person job.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays.
I think. I think in that sense, like that's where that video kind of makes sense. Of like, that's why there's a little bit of control there, because, like he says, like he feels like he can't say no sometimes. Like he can't be like no, like, and in another sense, like that's where I think that's why we're really good together, because I know I could say no. You know what I mean? Like
multiple times.
Just because like it's a little bit different on the way that like how I moved out, but I was by myself, and he moved out with me.
I've never lived alone. Thank the Lord.
I know.
But even in that sense, like where she comes in, where she helps us out, there's still those times where I feel like I can't say no to her. You know what I mean? Like even my sister-in-law, like Claudia, you know how much she loves to spoil me. So then at times I have to like stop her, because then there's things that I want to say no to. So if she spoils me so much, I feel like I can't say no to her. You know, so I think that video, it made sense in that like where he's talking about they control you a little bit because of that.
I mean, yeah, in that sense.
In that sense, yeah, like
but like a complete control, you know. Then,
yeah.
No.
Yeah, like you've seen in in the movies where there's a rich dad, and he has a girl who he wants for her to study law, but then she wants to study something else. And like, well, I'm gonna cut your funds, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's like how it is. And that's how I sometimes feel, you know. Not that my dad would ever like do that, you know, but I know I have to do things a certain way that they like. You know? I mean, and I do it because it's out of respect, you know. They're my parents, and I mean they already did so much for me. I could do this one thing for them, you know. I don't mind doing it. I love my parents, and I'm not ashamed to say it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's your personal choice.
Oh yeah.
If you choose to, you know, take that support from your parents in the sense of like money or whatever, you know that you're coming into that with like a little bit of like control, or a little bit of not being able to do exactly what you want to do. But if you choose to not take it, then you know you're going to struggle. Yeah. And you know it's going to be super hard, and it might like set you back and stuff. And, you know, I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure if we hadn't like moved in with his mom, we would have been like in so much more debt.
Oh, yeah.
Because we would have needed to like take out loans for a car and take out loans for a, you know, house or whatever. So it would have set us back. but we knew like coming in that if we took the support, it was gonna come with a little bit of like not being able to say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know once I move out, like that financial support won't be there anymore. Emotional, they'll be there, but they will not help us like financially. But my dad has a savings for all of us that I'm not supposed to know.
So
but she knows.
But I know.
Well, now everyone knows.
And he doesn't even know what to do with his money anymore. So he puts it away for us, and I love that. You know, like he's thinking of us ahead. You know, he's leaving something for when he's not here anymore, and that makes me sad. Honestly, I don't think I can move out. I think about sometimes moving out and I cry. I don't know. I'm just really attached to my parents.
Nah, I want to fly. I'm a free bird.
Yeah.
I went from one nest to make
other.
my own.
To a pre-made one.
And I fixed it.
My broken nest, he fixed. Hey, babe. Oh, yeah. What am I going to do with you?
Oh, I have a couple ideas.
Stop.
What?
Babe, I get hot.
Because you are hot.
This is really cute, guys. And it's been like that forever. Like, she always gets so red for some reason.
Okay, we can pass this moment.
We've been
Say
together
something.
Something.
No, stop.
We've been together for how long?
You talk funny, please.
I know. How long have you guys been together?
How you doing?
Wait. But I know more than 5, right?
7. This year 7. Wow.
7 years.
That's crazy. It's my longest relationship.
Mine too.
I mean, I met you at 19, so.
I will hope I am.
Were you 19?
My longest relationship was like a year with Roy.
Good thing you started talking about relationships. So, I have
on our next step.
No. I have a question. So, okay. What would happen if you were to meet like the right guy? And like you say, like you're like you don't want to leave home, but he's not the way you are with your parents. With like he's more independent, like, you know, career, he has his own house and everything.
I don't know, because first of all, like, whenever I come close to liking a guy, I like push him away, you know, it's just me. But if I were to find a guy like that and he would actually change my mind into being with somebody, if he was like that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, you know, like, I'm always open to everything, you know, I'm always open to try new things, so meeting a guy that's different than me probably would be better for me, you know, probably would show me stuff that I didn't learn because I was still in my parents' nest, you know.
You hadn't cut the umbilical cord.
Yeah. I mean, I know one day I'm going to have to, you know, but then he's going to have to understand too that I am really family orientated, and he's going to have to be part of that family too, you know, because like mostly all my exes, they were there, but they weren't.
Are they from Texas?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
All your exes are from Texas?
All my exes.
We're laughing.
Because like as soon as you said that, I knew that's what you were talking about.
But yeah, like I never actually had like a boyfriend that was not only interested in me, but was interested in my family as well. When I find that man, then okay, but...
I'll tell you a secret.
What?
When you think you found that man, introduce him before you even go on the first date to your parents. That's what I did.
Hi, babe.
No?
No.
It worked for us.
Yeah, but we're.
I don't bring anybody around.
Did you say we're weird?
Yeah.
That's true. You guys are weird. But I'm weird too.
It's just an option. It's just an option.
Do you think like they would fight that like that guy trying to take you? Like, do you think they'd be like resistant about it because they're so used to having you there, and like your mom doesn't like want you guys to leave her?
I think they'd be surprised if it were to happen, at least with me. Like if they were be fighting like that, maybe. Yeah, maybe, because my parents don't stay quiet. My parents will say what's on their mind. And like I'm pretty sure they will fight like over it or over me, you know. Who wouldn't? I just kidding, but I don't know.
But do you think like that would be them being in the way of like your happiness?
Like, do you think if it ever got to that point that she's saying, like, where now you see yourself the life that you can live independently from your parents, like still be with family, but now you want a life independent from them? Do you think they'll ever throw everything they've done for you, like well, I've done this and this for you, and now you're gonna leave me like this? Like,
No, my parents would never do that.
like hold a grudge, I guess.
They would never throw anything in our face like that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, no. I mean, because I have an older sister, you know, and she's out of the house, and they've never thrown anything in her face, you know, to this day. I mean, they fight, you know, but my mom does say that, though, that he took her away from her, you know, and it's like, I think every mom feels like that, you know, like, no, pues es
Not
mi
my
hija.
mom.
No.
My mom, yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't fight with his mom, but I do. I'm like, it's mío.
It's me.
But sometimes like I go mama's boy and be like, mamá me pega.
He's so. Oh, I hate when he does that. He'll
It's
be
so
like,
funny.
"Amá," and I'm like, "Cállate."
¿Por qué le estás pegando a mi niño?
And I'll be like, "Es mío."
It's me. Puedo hacer lo que yo quiera.
Church and everything. Ni modo. And I like with my dad, like
Me chipilea a mí.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. He says that like I'm the bad one, and I'm like, how come nobody loves me?
I love you.
That's a good question. I mean, that's a good answer.
But see, like, how would you feel in that sense, like if they were on his side?
Oh, first of all, I don't think my parents would ever be on, like, my significant other side.
No?
No.
You think they'll automatically go to, like, I guess, try, not, how do I word this? Like, try to do it out of love to protect you?
No, they don't get into our stuff like that. My parents, like, we're close, but they know their boundaries, you know? They know when to step over them or not. And no, I don't think they would ever get in or tell them anything, you know, or even love them that much. My dad just doesn't like anybody. My dad doesn't like you. I'm serious, my dad doesn't like
That's what I
anybody.
thought about my dad.
No, my dad.
And then Moises came, and I was like, "What the heck just happened?"
No. Well, Jenny had a boyfriend, and he was really nice. Like, we all fell in love with him. Like, he was really respectful. He was the kind of man that you want your daughter to marry, you know. But with flaws, of course, you know. But he was nice, but my dad still didn't like him, you know. I don't know, my dad's just weird. My dad doesn't like anybody.
Yeah, when I go, I feel like he doesn't like me either.
It's just he has that face, you know, like...
He comes out and I'm like, shoot.
He has a fuchi face.
See. But
I'm
then
like,
give him a few beers and actually talk to him, and you'll be good.
yeah.
Any man with a few beers.
Don't know.
Because I talk even before the beer.
You don't need a
You
beer.
don't need beer.
Because I'm friendly.
Give him a pizza or a piece of bread.
I'm friendly until the day comes where my daughter or whoever she's going on a date with knocks on the door.
Who?
Now I'll go bad boys on them.
I see.
Hold up. How are you?
Or are you gonna bring your brother over here too? You're gonna do it like in Bad Boys?
Like, he's fresh out.
He's for sure. Show me your gun. Oh, yeah.
Show me your gun. Which one?
Oh, yeah.
What time are you going to be here? At 10, sir. Yes. Correct.
Correct.
That gives you an hour.
Yeah, I've never had that first date thing like that.
No? We're going back to that old school. None of this texting like, hey, I'm here, or honking. Like, no.
You text me you're here. Don't come into the door, please.
Really?
Actually, I don't even let guys pick me up. I take my truck. I'm like, no.
Damn.
You never know nowadays. Like, I don't
What do you
trust
mean?
guys.
Oh.
I just don't trust guys. Unless they're friends that I've known, and they're like, oh, well, let's go eat or do something, then okay. But usually, no, I don't.
Like a Tinder date?
No, I don't have any of the dating apps. I don't know.
Smart.
I meet
Smart.
the guys the old-fashioned way in bars.
In person?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I was going to say in person with a little bit more class, but I guess.
Yeah, in person. I should have said.
In bars, at the club, drinking some.
In school, in church. Oh, yeah.
I never heard of that bar. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I told you there was one in Colorado.
Yeah,
church
in
bar?
Denver. It's literally
a club.
church. Yeah.
It's a church at the club?
Yeah, it looks like a church from the outside.
Oh,
Inside
okay.
the club.
It's called the church.
The church, literally, I've
The
been
church
there, that's
club.
why.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I never went, but I always heard about it.
Never
Never went, I swear.
Look him in the eyes and tell me.
I never went to the church.
I said when we got married.
Babe,
You showed up.
I
Why?
did. Early, too.
We both arrived at the same time. What are you talking about?
No, I was there before you.
Okay.
So I was early.
We were both early. You were just earlier than me.
Exactly.
To your wedding?
Yeah.
To the recent one that you
The church.
They're like, which one?
¿Cuál de todos?
You guys had like a little ceremony, for like
Yeah.
marriage.
Yeah.
Or, what's this? I don't know.
Yeah.
One
You
is
get me.
legal, one is spiritual.
Yeah. We've had a lot of weddings.
That's good.
And we were married by common law too.
That's 3.
3 type of marriages. We were common law
So
married.
that's why I say he's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made sure he was yours.
Did you have fun? I just changed the subject. I'm like, yeah. I'm starting to get more hot.
I had a blast.
Did you have fun?
Yeah. Anything else you want to add? Any plugs? Where can people follow you?
Anywhere.
If you want them to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a Instagram and a Snapchat that they're both Bang Steffi Lou with double U. Okay, I don't want to say that.
2 U's.
2 U's. There you go. Yeah.
With 2 U's.
With 2 U's.
There you go. Not double U's, 2 U's.
2 U's. And then Facebook, I have like more like family. But otherwise, you could
You're
add
not
me
invited.
there. You're not invited.
You're not family.
Yeah.
No. I didn't know. You're not.
I keep my circle small. That's it.
That's all you want to add?
Yeah. Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I just
We were waiting for that.
There's a cue card behind us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you very much for coming over.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. It's always good to have fresh perspective of things, and because you never know who might need it.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being honest and open.
I'm not a snowflake.
I'm not a snowflake, nope.
Yeah, because we would have kicked you out.
Within the first 5 minutes, so I think we need to.
You would have been like you would have been like that that SpongeBob meme. I'm out.
I love that meme.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. You want to do our plug?
What
Since
plug?
I always do it.
follow us on our not Twitter. We don't have a Twitter.
I have a Twitter.
On her Twitter. But you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Firelanepodcast, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel because that's where we upload these videos and they're super funny. And if you want to listen to the audio, you can listen to wherever you listen to podcasts.
And before we end this, I want to say thank you so much to everybody who sent us love and like Shani. That's why she's here.
Congratulatory messages.
Yes, it's beautiful. Like all the messages that I got, and saying congratulations. We're really excited. But thank you so much for all the love. We can't wait to have more of you guys on this podcast, giving your awesome opinions and facts.
So how do you get to be on our podcast, Fanny?
You literally just text him and be like, I want to be a guest.
There you go.
That's it.
Simple.
So simple.
Just
and
messages.
It's fun.
Yeah, messages.
You can leave a comment.
Anything.
Yeah.
I was thinking of bringing Jenny.
Nah, that's too much.
That'd be probably a different.
That would have been a 2-hour podcast and 1 hour of laughing.
Hey, we didn't laugh that much.
Yeah, we did good.
Yeah, because it was controlled by adults.
I see.
Right now, just let the camera turn off.
But my
Very
cheeks
composed.
do hurt.
Why?
Because you made me blush too much. But
sorry.
anyways, thank you guys.
Isn't that a good thing?
Follow us. Listen to us.